Moving on now to debate number 2. In a stunning allegation, Tamil actor Vishal has claimed that he paid 6.5 lakh rupees bribe to obtain censor certification of the Hindi version of his film Mark Antony. The actor took to social media to allege that officials from the Central Board of Film Certification Mumbai office demanded 6.5 lakh rupees in exchange for the screening and granting of UA certificate for his film. The actor said he had no option but to pay the mediator to get the certification. Responding to the actor's charges, the CBFC issued a statement asking why did the actor approach intermediaries when an online system for film certifications is in place. The board, however, assured that it will look into the allegations seriously and take action against anyone involved. Taking cognizance of the allegations, Union Information and Broadcasting Ministry has said that the government has zero tolerance for corruption and has initiated an inquiry into the claim by the actor. Let's in fact open this up and go across to our guests. We are joined by actor Vishal Krishna. We're also joined by CBFC member Mr. Nagabharna. I hope I'm getting your name right, sir. Let me first go across to the actor. Can you share with us details of the allegations? You said that you were asked to pay bribe and you are admitting that you paid this bribe.
It's a harrowing for sure, in a single word if I have to put it. It's 6.5 lakhs to be precise, 3 and 3.5, 2 installments, one for screening and one for getting the certificate. This was done we have given out the bank details and we have given out the excerpts of the conversation that transpired between the person and my manager, to make sure that we have it on record to show everyone what's happening in CBFC for film certification. So yeah, it's alarming to see corruption happening in a government office and especially related to cinema. So I decided for 2 reasons. One is to get my certificate and one is to reveal the truth at the end of the day. Just for the higher officials to take necessary action and make sure producers, small, big or medium, don't get affected in the same way. Because I really had no time to breathe also to get the particular money at that point of time, because I was left with only half hour to decide yes or no. So I had to take a decision, but I took it both professionally and personally. Yeah. So
very serious allegations of corruption are being leveled. Now, Mr. Nagabharna, how do you respond to these allegations that money was demanded and, he had to give that money to get certification?
It's not new that whenever there is a producer, when he gets something difficult, he gets his film censored, automatically he puts the blame on the censor office or the censor office bearers. Usually it happens. But what Vishal has actually said in his video, I was worried, being a regular producer, actor, director, how come he doesn't had any problem till today and just had a problem only now, that too from Mumbai regional office? First thing. Second thing is, I think all the Hindi films are getting censored in Mumbai. I think CBFC must also think twice that when a regional office censors a film, all the dubbed versions must get censored in the regional office only. That practice was there and I think it has been stopped, but it has to continue. So whereas the allegation part of it is concerned, I must tell you one thing. Why the online application and online booking and online screenings and all those things came? It is only because to avoid a mediator, the middleman. Earlier, about 40 years earlier to this or 30 years earlier to this, there was no other way, because the censor script has to be written by X or Y or Z and something has to be taken care of. So there was an agency, and always all the filmmakers used to have that agency, and they used to keep quiet so that they will know that somehow he will get it done. But not today. Today, we are the applicant can directly apply for his film, and he has to be the producer. You please see the website of CBFC. It is very clearly mentioned. Please don't go to middleman, please. You please apply. It is your this thing. So there are some rules which are already there.
Okay. The rules are already there, and you being a regular producer, Mr. Vishal, did you not know about the process? Why did you not take the online route? Because it has been now put in place to cut out the role of intermediaries. So why did you have to go through the intermediaries?
Yeah, I've never paid. In 20 years and 33 films, I've never paid down south. They've always been lenient, even if we had to go a little tad bit late towards the release, they would always warn us, telling, please don't do this again. And okay, why don't you request the other producers, since they have a release post yours, request them, and if they give permission, we would watch your film and give you the certificate. But this would be a warning. Please don't come at the fag end of it, of the towards the release. So yeah, this is the first time I am paying out of my pocket. So I really wanted to make sure that this doesn't go down only with me. I'd rather face and want necessary action on corruption in real life than in real life, honestly speaking.
Okay, Mr. Nagabharna.
Yeah, we've done all that. We've taken the DD. We have on the online portal. We have applied and everything. But when it comes to screening, that was the time when we were given this deal by that lady, and we were told, like, if you want the certificate in a day, it is 6.5 lakhs, since you're coming a little towards the release. So if you had come 15 दिन के पहले आए तो 4 लाख होगा, but अभी तो 6.5 से कम नहीं होगा. So yeah, that was the situation, that means the casual way or manner in which she spoke so confidently, it shows that I'm not the first customer or the first person to face this kind of scenario. I think it is a regular practice happening there.
So you're saying it's a regular practice and you want to warn other people of it. You don't want it to happen to someone else, and that's why you're raising the issue now. Mr. Nagabharna, the fact that the CBFC is asking Vishal, why did you have to go through the mediator, which means they're also not denying that the mediators do exist and operate. So if they do exist and are operating openly and freely, why is the CBFC not acting against them? Why are the CBFC members not initiating an action against them?
First of all, in the website itself, it is very clear that don't use mediators. So it is whose responsibility? Is it CBFC's responsibility or the producer's responsibility? Whose responsibility?
But Mr. Nagabharna, tell me something. It's the image. It's the image of the institution which is at stake today. Despite knowing that there are mediators at play, why can an action not be initiated against them? Now, you explained the whole process of it shifting online, and that there are rules in place. Despite that, if this practice is taking place, the question is, how many producers have to go through this? How rampant is this practice?
Actually, that's why I had some workshops done for the Producer Association, Director Association in Karnataka, asking them to know. They can easily assess CBFC office. They can just go there, or they can talk to, they can even send an email like that. So when once you doesn't want to have that responsibility and shirk the responsibility on some X, Y or Z, he will take the advantage of it. That's how it is happening. I always advise to have a rapport. The producer and director must have a rapport with the regional office if he is a regular producer. If he is not a regular producer, then he must know what to do, how to do, what to do. So these kind of things, as a producer, it is his duty to know it, not to rely on some XY, so that after everything exploited, then he comes back and says that, no, look, they have exploited me. I think when once the system works properly, automatically the mediators will not come. They will not be having any chance to come out.
Okay, they will not have any chance to come and play a role here or demand money in that manner or fashion. Vishal, if the producers also, follow the rules, if they also participate in the system, either be in touch with the regional office as Mr. Nagabharna is suggesting, or, just go by what the website says, just go by what the rules say.
See, that's what I'm saying. Forget the online process. Whoever the person, the respected person has conveyed. First of all, ask him to give an answer about who's this person who's taken 6.5 lakhs and gotten the magical certificate, which is not a community certificate or my school certificate where I can sign on behalf of my father or mother. It is certified by an RO and CEO, and it goes for release worldwide. So first of all, let him speak about that person who could pull strings in a government office. So that means they have to comment on that rather than taking a diversion, saying that they should go through the process. Of course, we know the process. 33 films down the lane and 20 films into production. I know the process of how do I go about getting my film screened and getting certified. It has been certified UA in all 4 South languages. And the 5th time Hindi, I didn't expect that there is a price for getting a certificate.
Mr. Nagabharna, he is making a very important point and a very serious point. He's saying, yes, we know the process, we know the rules and we follow the system. But if there is somebody sitting in the government office calling the shots in this manner and asking for money, the CBFC should talk about that person instead of trying to divert attention. And if there are people operating in a government office like that, isn't it the responsibility of the institution to take action?
Shall I tell you one thing? Any government office, if somebody meets X or Y, he meets, it doesn't mean that he is a worker in CBFC. So he has come to only to manipulate things, might be, we don't know. But CBFC must take action against those kind of activities which are happening in the office. They are responsible for it, no doubt. That's why Minister Ji has already asked for an inquiry and he is very correct on that, to take action on them, whoever it is.
Okay. You're saying action should be taken by the CBFC, but you're also mentioning the ministry here. And Vishal, let me take the question up with you. Yes, the ministry has taken note. The ministry has said we are deputing an officer who will investigate the entire matter. But questions are being asked of you as well of not filing a complaint in this matter.
No, my official complaint is as I speak now, I think Madam Neeraja Shekhar, the additional secretary, has already started taking steps to do the inquiry with the officials. It's good to see that prompt action has been taken towards what has transpired, and of course I'm really looking forward to. This is not. I'm looking forward to the result of my 6.5 lakhs. I'm looking forward to the result of corruption being nipped at the bud. Corruption not in a government office which is related to cinema. Definitely not. So I'm looking really forward to the final result of this, the outcome of the inquiry. I'm really thankful to the Information Broadcasting Ministry and thankful to the higher authorities who have really taken it seriously and gone into an inquiry.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Nagabharna, it's not just Vishal who's talking about bribes being asked, levelling charges of corruption. A former chairperson of CBFC, Pailaj Nilani, has also in fact said, yes, bribes are being taken openly. He's in fact also saying that the current chairman does not go to office, does not, look at the day-to-day work. How do you respond to these allegations? And given the fact that he was the former chairperson, somebody who's worked very, very closely with the institute and the departments.
I don't know about that because I'm regularly in touch with CBFC central office and as well as the regional office, and whatever the works which come, we usually attend to it immediately. None of the Kannada people, Karnataka, they have complained on these kinds. Only one or two few things which was their certification was refused. They have reacted to that. Otherwise, 400 films per year, it is getting censored. Only one or two are getting these kind of problems. So how can you say that the office is not functioning properly? It is functioning properly.
Okay, you're saying the office is functioning properly, but why go through a mediator when a system is in place? Actor Vishal says, I have now brought up this issue because I don't want others to suffer, and he also wants the institute to take action against the individual who's demanding bribe, who's demanding money, sitting there in the government office. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Information and Broadcast has now deputed an official to carry out investigation. For the moment, thank you very much, Vishal and Mr. Nagabharna, for joining us on the broadcast and giving us your time.